Science has been the foundation for a lot of things that changed human lives forever, but nothing quite as drastically as the recent development in DNA augmentation. This started a new human revolution in which they can cure any and all diseases. Scientists started to make more and more advancements, and eventually they created a formula that could not only cure the sick, but also enhance healthy human beings. These enhancements came in the form of superpowers, like the ability to fly and read minds. Dr. Adam Crawley, one of the leading scientists of the 21st century, is the mastermind behind these recent developments in DNA augmentation. Initially, these enhancements were pure experimental tests performed and funded by the government, but it wasn't for long until someone saw the commercial potential for these so-called superpowers. Steve Gates took the augmentations and brought them closer to the common man, making them mainstream.
I saw this enormous potential with DNA augmentation when I first heard about it. I mean, everybody wants to be a superhero, right? And now with augers, they can. So we started thinking, with a big city like Hasselt, it was obvious we needed a central place to sell our products. Our decision came down to the big market because it suited those needs really, really well. So we took a leap of faith and installed our first auger shop at the central location and just gave it a shot, and man, it just exploded.
I have an itch on my butt. Ah, that's better.
We never expected this kind of excitement from the public, which was great, of course, mainly because we made the big market into an actual market again. Of course, we had some doubts about the safety of our product. I mean, you're actually altering the DNA of a person with our product, so with that in mind, something is bound to go wrong at some point in time. But these are problems that every company that brings something new to the market has to deal with and has to think creatively about to solve them. So that was the moment where we decided to add a color augmentation to our product, which changes the color of the consumer's iris. This way salesmen, authorities and medical staff alike could check for people that potentially took or want to take more than one auger in one day, and that just made everything so much more transparent, which a lot of people really appreciate these days.
Another example of a precaution the company took is to alter the augmentations so that the consumer wouldn't be able to potentially harm other people. Abilities like reading minds, be able to fly or run really fast, would be tolerated and thereby possible, whereas things like giving someone an electric shock is prohibited and thus impossible, thanks to alterations that can be made within our DNA. What we can conclude is that August succeeds well at the big market in Hasselt. People now come from everywhere to taste and experience augers and its superpowers. But with the multiple incidents and casualties it has already caused, the question remains: should we support these commercialized DNA augmentations, or should we reject the idea of playing God by leaving our genetics unchanged?